Hey everyone, happy Friday. I'm glad to be back doing the video updates. I was off last Friday, so Melinda filled in and I think she did a great job. So hopefully you'll see a little bit more variety in who these come from. But today you got me. So I wanted to just jump right into our regular announcements for Fridays. One really exciting place to start is with our training, our dog training to be more specific. Cullen Rabelais has stepped in as our dog trainer, and I'm really, really proud of him. He actually trained my own puppy Moose, and just a huge testament to his talent and skill there, and so I'm excited to have him on board. He is jumping in full force. He'll still be working as a nurse and serving his schedule there, but then on his own time, he will be doing puppy classes, the first one starting in the beginning of March, and he'll also be doing board and train and private lessons, and has all those details organized. So if you have questions, feel free to go and find him and connect with those things. Also, please see it as your responsibility to start recommending his services. We will be adding more information about him to our website and making it really accessible to clients. But right now, probably there's two ways that are great to reach him. He has a work list. So you can always work list in Avamark from the client that you're speaking with to him, and he will reach out. He checks those messages daily. And then also he has an email, dogtrainer@LafayetteVets.com, that we're going to be publishing as a more secure place for clients to submit questions and inquiries and that kind of thing from our website too. So a lot of good things coming in that area. What you need to know right now is that puppy classes are back. We're starting in March. The right information for those will be published on the line item in Avamark so that you know the date of the puppy class. They'll be on his work list message, and then they will also be on the LVCC calendar. They're going to be offered on Tuesday evenings in the daycare room. So you'll have plenty of places to find that date and to make those recommendations or answer client questions on those. And congratulations to Cullen, because he's put in a lot of hard work to make this happen and kind of revive training in that area where we've lost our trainers. The next thing is WOW School is kind of back under construction. Great idea, but when the surge of new employees had settled out, it was tough to sustain that. Plus, attendance was really hard because it's tough to pick a perfect time when we operate 24 hours that works for everybody. So we've got that under construction. Alex and I are working hard. We've heard a lot of feedback from team members who have been through WOW School, who have helped with WOW School, or just even sat in a time or two. So we've got all those things under consideration, and here's how it's roughly going to look. Alex is obviously our educational coordinator at this point for our practice, which is an amazing role for her because she's so multi-versatile and she sees the whole big picture and she can work in each department. So being a training coordinator, what she'll be doing is when we do have a new team member join on board, once they complete their new hire process with Laura, they'll move to Alex and they'll have an intensive week with Alex where they work some in their designated position, and then they have an extended orientation with Alex. Then after that, they'll go into what we would consider a continued training program, name to be determined. We'll call it WOW School for now. She'll host weekly sessions on Monday evenings where team members can attend in person. They will potentially be able to remote or video in, and we'll do training on all sorts of topics. Also, that we'll publish on the LVCC calendar. That will not just be for new hires, and that's what I love about what we're going to be able to incorporate is that existing team members will also be able to jump in. So if you're feeling weak in an area, if you have changed positions into a new area and you want to get more education, if you've had an evaluation and you know that you want to brush up on something, or even if we've had some changes in an area, you can always jump into attendance on those things. And the last part that I'm so excited about is that we have now revamped all of our training guides for our positions. We'll have those done within the next week, and we'll actually be incorporating the training guide completion into these weekly sessions. So if you attend, you can be prepared to get certain items signed off on. You'll just be able to check what content we're going over. The way you know if you want to sit in on those, you can, or if you're good in an area, you can consider attendance either way. So again, we will let you know when those things are actually going, but that is something that we're working on right now. So I'm really, really proud of Alex for all her hard work there. It's been a huge undertaking, so happy that she's doing that. The next thing on my list is I announced in Slack yesterday that we have a town hall meeting next week. That'll be on Tuesday, the 27th, and we're going to do 2 sessions of that. The first is going to be from noon to 1. The second will be from 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. We will provide a meal for each of those sessions. So I would urge you now. If you're not sure which session that you can attend, talk to your scheduler. They'll be able to let you know. If you're off on that day, your choice of which to attend, it is mandatory. Town hall meetings are no joke. So much good stuff comes out of those. We just can't afford for you to miss them. So make sure that you are available to do that. Again, mandatory meetings, so don't miss that. I'm also really looking forward to our CE for March. I don't have dates on that yet, but I'll let you know when those are going to be. We have heard you on when you like to attend and when can't, because of our just different measures of attendance. But I think this one's going to be really good. We're going to be talking about exotic pets and handling them and caring for them and what services that we do. So this is a CE for everybody from resort to hospital, everywhere in between, every time of the day. We're actually going to try and have a representation of different exotic pets there, so that you can get some hands-on practice. And again, we're hopefully going to dive really, really deep into what exactly we can do for these pets, so that we can really, really just sharpen up our skill set on how to treat them and what we do here and what we would maybe refer somewhere else. So I know a lot of questions and concerns will be answered there, and hopefully we will have some fun with some different kinds of pets. The next thing that I wanted to clear up is something that came up this week, and I think it's just maybe due to Trupanion Express not working the way that it used to. If you don't know, Trupanion Express was the system that works within Avamark, so that if you have a Trupanion pet insurance claim, Trupanion being our primary choice pet insurance company, what we use for our employee pets and what we recommend to clients. So our choice company, Trupanion Express, helps you to file a claim and get direct pay, so the client doesn't have to come out of pocket for more than what they're responsible for. It used to happen within minutes, and it was causing all kinds of problems and slowdowns. So we took it out, and we're manually filing claims right now, just waiting on a solution. When I tell you that it could be any day, I mean any day. But it also could be no day. So we are just really, really eager to get a solution on board. But since I think we started doing those claims manually again, it's kind of opened up the doors to clients who have other types of insurance wanting us to file their claims manually. But I don't want to get into that. We are Trupanion through and through. So at this time, if a client has another type of insurance, we don't file their claim, and they are responsible for their full balance at the time. Their insurance company will reimburse them for whatever they're due for. We just can't be responsible for working with other insurance companies that we don't have that type of relationship with, and we don't know the ins and outs of those companies, because we might not get paid and we might really end up disappointing a client. So what we can do for those people is we can help them to complete their claim form. We can put our clinic stamp on their claim form. We can provide them with extra copies of invoices. We can email those things to them. But what we can't do is be responsible for submitting it for them, because we don't have that direct line of communication with those companies. And again, we don't know what their payment policies are and can't be responsible for researching them. Short answer, Trupanion will do everything. Other insurance companies will do what's reasonably expected of us, which is records, invoices, and clinic stamp and a veterinarian signature on those claim forms, and then we give it right back. Most clients who have pet insurance are pretty savvy about what they're going to be responsible for themselves and what we're responsible for. So we should also be able to do those within an appointment time and not have it be such an afterthought. Again, that's why we ask clients in that glossary item, one of the first things that we ask is, does your pet have insurance? So if you're thinking about skipping those questions, no matter what your role is, don't, because it makes us really efficient if we get the right information at the right moment. Pay close attention to that. And again, like, add Trupanion Express to your prayers list. The next thing is for Family Adventure Day. That's coming up really, really quick. It's actually in 2 weekends on Saturday, March 10th. I feel like I've beat a dead horse here trying to wrangle up volunteers. I understand that people work or they have commitments on that Saturdays, but maybe you don't have commitments leading up to that and you can help us to get some things in order. So if you feel like that's you, I need to make about 50 pans of Jell-O, and so I will be buying those things this week and sending them in all kinds of directions with people to bring back to me on Friday or Saturday. So if you think that's you, that could be something that you could help with. I won't turn anything down. Also, we'll probably need help just packing boxes and organizing things. So if you have downtime during your work day, I'm going to try and line up some projects very soon so that I can be ready to hand those things off. I'll take help for that. And then, of course, really, really consider what's the most important is your presence on that day. We are going to be okay, but really having you there is so, so meaningful. There are so many clients who get really excited to reconnect with our team. There's so many people who have so many questions about what we do and how we do it, and we've committed to providing an incredible experience at Family Adventure Day so that these families can have adventures together. And I just am having trouble imagining it being done by anybody but our team members. It's an incredible cause. So if you have found time in your schedule, if you're interested, if you think you can help for even an hour, come and let me know. I would love you for it. This is so, so important to our practice and to me and to our community. I don't want to miss this. So think about it and let me know if you can do anything. And that will be hugely impactful. Also, in the training section for this week with this video, we're going to have another video from Melinda going over the specific resort price increases and how that's going to look in Atlantis. That's for everybody, not just resort team members, not just customer care team members, but everybody. Make sure that when you say that you've completed this training, that you've actually done that part too. It's really, really important, and I couldn't imagine anybody better than Melinda to do that. So I'm not touching it. I'm leaving that for her. Make sure that you've done that. In other exciting news, we have a new lobby TV system. Sorry it took me a while to get this together, but sometimes good things are worth the wait. We actually found a company to help us with content, and so we were able to provide them with some custom content that looks like 10 times better than it ever has. That's information about our practice, and then they can help us back with seasonal information so that it's not so cumbersome for us to maintain. And y'all, this is super cool. We're going to be installing this over the next week. Besides just having a slideshow of information in the lobby, we'll be able to do welcome announcements for pets who are coming in, so that if Lucy is coming in the lobby, it's going to say at the time of her appointment, it'll flash across the screen, welcome Lucy. We also can customize the type of slides that'll play in the lobby depending on who predictably on our calendar is in there waiting. So there's a lot of opportunity there. How that might look is if you have a new pet who's in the lobby, maybe we'll give them information about our practice specifically. If you have a pet who's in the lobby who is overdue for heartworm prevention, guess what's going to play? Heartworm recommendations. So I'm really, really excited for that type of thing to take off and to see how we can use that. We might even be able to in the future direct certain messages in certain directions, like have a cat TV for the cat section, and all kinds of different things. We could have potentially different messages playing at the resort than at the hospital. We're going to start off with one consistent thing so that we can really monitor our content and get used to our new system, and then we'll start playing around. So again, probably within the next week, we'll have those things up and going. So stay tuned. The last thing that I was going to share is definitely another marketing item, but really important. We have transitioned from our quarterly newsletters that we would send out to cover 3 months at a time and sending those out in paper to now we do a monthly newsletter that goes out on social media, email, and on our website. So I hope that you're getting those. I would love any feedback on how those are looking, how they're working. And if anybody wants to help to sponsor some content in there, I would love that. Meaning that if you have an idea or if you want to have a little certain article or a tip for a client or something that you're finding works really well, let me know. I would love to include that in the future. I would love to have maybe each department kind of represent a certain idea for a month. So nurses, when it's kind of allergy flare-up season, be talking about that or ear cleaning, any kind of little sponsored area. The resort team might want to talk about, I don't know, diarrhea at the resort and how we use different modalities to help with that, why we recommend our food versus your food, any kind of ideas of things that you think connecting with clients would be enhanced by, let me know. All right, that's all for this week. I hope you have a great rest of your week and a good weekend and that you get some rest and enjoy this great weather that we're having. Happy spring. Happy Friday. Bye.